buddy.
And welcome.
Yeah, welcome. We haven't done a car conversation in a while, or just a Swaths conversation in a while. But, I was mentioning the OA to Matt.
What is the OA?
The OA is an original show on Netflix. A Netflix original series. And it's kind of paranormal-esque in a way.
Well, what does it stand for? Do you know what OA stands for?
Or like science fiction-y, sort of. The OA, yeah, I found out in the last episode I watched, I'm on, I think, like episode 4, what OA means, but I'm forgetting what it means right now. But her name, her given name was Prairie. And then see what happens is she's like missing. She was missing for like 7 years.
What?
And then she shows up 7 years later. And it's kind of like the puzzle pieces are slowly falling into place with each episode, but she...
Is this fiction?
Yeah, it's a fiction show. It's not a documentary or a dramatic reinterpretation of a true story, but it's she's had these near-death experiences, and she's the best way I can describe it is it's kind of science fiction-y / paranormal-y, but it's not. I don't know. It's really good, and this comedian I really like, Ryan Singer. He has a podcast called Me and Paranormal You, and he's quite obsessed with the show. He's binged watched the season twice. There's only 8 episodes, so it's not too hard to binge, but they're all like an hour long. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far quite a bit.
Have you gotten through the 8 episodes?
No, Kristen and I are gonna finish episodes 5 through 8 tonight.
But it's a radio episode. It's not a visual thing.
No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
What's it called?
OA.
Just OA.
O and then the letter A.
Oh, but the A is like split in the center. It's like an upside down V that has a little split. It's like a...
Like you've seen the thing?
I think I've seen the graphic.
In the graphic on the Netflix page, it's an O that's clearly an O, and then it's an A that it's not really connected in the middle. Yeah. But it's not upside down. But it's just not connected in the middle and doesn't really connect with.
Yeah, but it's an A.
Yeah.
What I said, upside down V. Is what I said.
Yeah. All right. But I think you would really dig it, and I know I'm really enjoying it so far.
Straight.
Oh yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I've actually been talking to this comedian on Twitter too, a little bit about the show, and he's really good. But he's not like the level of fame to where you're trying to tweet at Louis C.K. or something,
Yeah.
And Louis wouldn't reply to you. He probably gets 1,000 people, tweeting him a day. Actually, I think he disabled his Twitter account. Anyways.
Really?
That's my little piece for it. And I think you should watch it and tell me what you think of it.
Well, I did just sign up for the Netflix 1-month free trial.
Nice.
Since somebody was trying to use my debit card out in England, I had to get a new debit card sent my way. And with the old debit card, I had already used my free trial. So once I got this new free debit card, I figured, hey, let's do another free trial.
Yeah, I need 2 months to figure out if this works.
So I've got about 10 days left. So I might as well, I guess, try to... I don't have a show that I'm watching Futurama, okay?
Alright, that's good. I've watched all that.
Have you? I haven't seen all of them. So I'm on season 2 of that, so maybe I could have something that's got a little more substance.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I'll just leave it at that. And it's I don't know. I don't want to describe too much of it because I kind of want everything to be a surprise for you.
That's a good idea.
But it's pretty crazy.
So as far as aliens go, you said it's about aliens a little bit. I mean,
not really. That was my impression before having watched the show, and I'm still only halfway through. But it's not really. It doesn't really have a lot to do with aliens per se. Because like I was under the impression that it was like she was missing for 7 years because she got abducted by aliens, and she kind of did get abducted, but not by aliens.
You're starting to give away a couple plot points, Corey.
Okay, I'll stop speaking about the show.
But it's not like an X-Files thing where each episode is a standalone thing.
It's a continuing storyline.
With X-Files, at least for the first season or so, they're all standalone shows, you know. Each standalone show, there's a problem, something that's solved. TV has taken a whole new direction where they need to keep you hooked.
Yeah. They have to leave you with a cliffhanger on every episode.
Every episode, so that it's like a long movie, is what they all are these days.
Yeah.
TV shows. It's just a long movie that just cuts at hour-long intervals.
Yeah. And it's weird. Like sometimes I go to watch a movie and I'm like, oh man, this is a really long movie. Like, do I want to commit to this? And like, let's say at the most it's 2.5 or maybe even 3 hours long.
The movie.
Yeah, the movie. And I'm like, wow, that was a really long movie. And I'm not going to complain about how long it was if it's a good flick. But sometimes if it's not like a kind of a mediocre, at least in my opinion, to what my tastes are, it's like that's a long time to sit and watch a movie.
Yeah.
But then you compare it to hour-long episodes of Game of Thrones, OA, Narcos, you know, and you don't think of anything of it. You sit and watch like 4 or 5 in a row. That's 5 hours, longer than any movie you've ever watched. Yeah, yet you'll complain about a movie. I mean, I guess you have a right to complain if it's bad, I guess.
But what they do is for each hour they have everything that's included in a movie. Every hour, every episode, every hour-long episode has everything that's included in the movie. It's rising action, it's climax, it's falling action, and then something to make you want the next piece. It's a roller coaster with these. Whereas a movie is one long roller coaster. Each episode has got its thing, you know. Oh, well, we're waiting for this to happen, and then all of a sudden it happens, and there's something else, and then you need to know what happens after that. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Man in the High Castle? You heard about it?
Yeah. I knew it was in the theater.
It's a TV series.
Is it?
Yep. It's an Amazon Prime original.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
Yeah.
Have you watched all of it?
That's what I just finished watching.
Okay.
The Man in the High Castle. What that is a representation. It's based on a short story by Philip K. Dick. Do you know who he is? He wrote Minority Report. He wrote Total Recall. He wrote all these sci-fi. Paycheck with Ben Affleck, if you remember that one from like 2004. He wrote all of these strange sci-fi flicks that are very interesting. But he also wrote this one, which has to do with if the Nazis in Japan won World War II. How our world would be. So it's like a parallel universe.
Yeah.
Where the Nazis and
kind of like a choose your own adventure, and the adventure you chose was Japanese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're in San Francisco, we're in New York, but Nazi-controlled New York. Japanese Empire controlled San Francisco.
Yeah.
In the 60s. You know, very fascinating, and I really enjoyed the series up until now, and I finished it maybe about 5 or 6 days ago, and I'm excited for the next season, which probably won't be for another year.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's a bummer. But I mean, at the same time, if you think about all the work that goes into making just one season, they're probably only getting a month off anyways between shooting, and editing and all that stuff.
And it's so strange because they release it all to be binge. They release it to be binge watched.
Yeah,
which is like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, okay, we did all this work and somebody's going to sit there and watch it in about 4 days.
Yeah. But they're going to love the shit out of it.
They're going to love it. They're going to want it. And obviously,
And then,
like,
yeah.
back in the day when they just had seasons that would go 1 week at a time, they just show you an episode. You'd have to wait till next Friday to see the next episode. Viewership would drop off. That's why they're... I mean, it's kind of genius. They're releasing it all at one time so that the viewership stays... Like, for example, say Curb Your Enthusiasm, when that was first being released, somebody would start watching the series, but then they'd only get to see it every Friday, so they'd start to kind of like, well, you know, I can't watch it.
In the
this
meantime, another
Friday.
show happens.
Another show happens,
Yeah.
they get involved with another thing, but this, they sit there and they can't wait to get home to see the next episode because they know they can, the next episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it was for me with this Man in the High Castle. So, I don't know.
I'm not sure if Kristen has a Prime account right now. I did at one point, and I was kind of upset because I signed up for it over a year ago now because it's expired. And I thought it was gonna do like a monthly. Oh, we're gonna take out. And I think it was kind of weird how they did the advertising for it too. And I think, you know, they broke it down to how much it was a month. But I thought, oh, every month they're gonna take out this.
Right.
All at once.
Right.
So like, and I think the only reason I was pissed is because it took straight up like
$100,
$100 some dollars. I was like, oh, sweet, now I can't pay my, you know, whatever bill it is.
Thank you, Amazon.
It's like, and I don't know. I think maybe they did that on purpose.
I could give you my password so you could watch The Man in the High Castle.
Dude, what if Amazon watches this YouTube video?
I mean,
And then they go after you.
I'm talking about in the future,
and your
like
family
3 years
for
from
giving
now.
me a password.
I'm not going to give you my password now. I'm just saying in 3 years ago, I'll give you my password that was, and then you can try it and it won't work.
Amazon, I'm gonna go over to his house. He's not gonna just give me his password. I'm gonna go over to his house and watch it again with him. I think that's more legal, isn't it?
I think something like that.
I'm at your house watching it on your computer.
Yeah.
I just, you know,
That'd probably be good, Am.
the Swaths are important to me, and I'd hate for like 5 men in black to show up at your door dressed to the nines and gear and ammo, and they just take you, man. And I never see you again. That wouldn't be cool.
I don't want that dude either.
Nobody wants that. Except for maybe those Amazon higher ups.
Well. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll be with you again soon. Swaths.
Yeah, you can't binge watch more than this episode so far. Sorry.